It's the Chiefs and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them's going to back down from this challenge.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Kellen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, if he plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw on second down. Russell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Russell. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down. Russell. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw on second down. Russell. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Russell. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 27 yards there, a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw.
And the ball is knocked out, but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
13 yards there and a Washington first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Russell. This one caught by Winslow. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! From 17 yards out, and the Commanders have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now here comes Kansas City. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete to Kellen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll find Pittman. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at about the 14. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference. They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down, Owens. And the throw there going to be... Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes going to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Owens. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Owens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Owens. He will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the gun on 3rd down. Owens. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Owens. He will find Winslow. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Owens.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, and that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Juju Smith-Schuster leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Owens over the middle. It's complete. Oh, what a move. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, Owens. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Owens.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 27.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Mahomes now on first down. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second down, Owens. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Owens. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. Looking to throw on second down. Owens. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And Winslow brings it in over the middle.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Owens. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Owens. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught by Kellen.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now here's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the gun on third down, Russell. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.